Hey everybody, it's Erin Reed from Erin Remakes, and today I'm going to show you how to make this a three-dimensional paper house using an SVG file from Scrapbook.com. This is their tiny houses, and I made mine a haunty one. It's all part of the Scrapbook.com Instagram hop. Link to my Instagram is down in the information section, and that will take you to my Instagram channel, and then from there you can hop to all the other amazing little house ideas. This is the tall house, but there's also a short house, and you can get all the links to everything that I'm using down in the information section. So without further ado, let's jump in. I'll show you how to make this cutie house. So the first step I did is I went ahead and cut out the two main parts of the house out of just black cardstock, and then the roof. And the roof is one of my pattern papers from my Haunted collection. And all the links for everything we're doing are down below. I then took a scoring tool and just folded all of the tabs, all the score marks, all the parts to make the house actually form. And then now we're gonna put the whole thing together. My tape runner is going to be my friend. I'm gonna run tape going along here, and that is what's gonna connect to the next part of the house. And so then just stick the two pieces together, and the more perfect you can line your house up together and just like make everything nice and straight, the more balanced your house is gonna look. I mean, it's not gonna be like tilting to one side or leaning to one side. You should really have a good seal on there. Now I'm gonna add adhesive to this side and complete the shape of the box. So I like having everything kind of lay flat, and then we'll pop it back out and make everything firm. So it should line up just perfectly. And for each one of these little flaps, we're gonna add a little bit of adhesive on every single one of these flaps. And I'm gonna flip over and do the same thing on this side. I'm folding them in so it's not the inside, it's the outside of every single flap. The best way to put your roof on is kind of lay your piece and catch a couple of the tabs. If you have a firm base to kind of lay it on, they'll catch better. You can always kind of tweak it towards the end, but your goal is to get everything laid nice and flat. Flip it to the other side and just start placing all your tabs. And the more tabs you get stuck in there, the better. And then your roof is on. It's pretty cute. All right, so I've gone ahead and cut out a bunch of little pieces out of this beautiful silver cardstock. I just think it's so fun. I think that would look really awesome against the black of the house. And I also cut out some purple strips. So let's add the purple first. So this is just a purple double dot paper from Bo Bunny. I just love the color. And to me, the colors of Halloween are purple, black, orange, and green. I just think they're so pretty. So I cut this just to go to size. They're just major like strips, and I'm just fitting them in. There it is, our little border going all the way around the house now. Now it's time to start adding some of our windows. All right, so for each of the windows, there is a frame, and I decided to put a little spooky skeleton on the inside of the frame. The skeletons came from my paper pack, and I just cut it out so it would fit right perfectly inside. So I'm gonna take our frames and I'm gonna run them through the Xyron because I just have a little bit that I gotta get sticky. And then I'm gonna do all of the shutters. And I did them all in that beautiful, beautiful silver background paper. And I just think it looks so pretty. And if I line these up just right, I will end up saving a lot of space on my Xyron, so I don't use up a ton of the sticky. So good way to save some money. And then just peel that off. And then I'm gonna take off one little window frame here, and then just place that window frame right on top of my skeleton. There it is. And I'm gonna do that for both of these. I could run this through my Xyron again, but I actually have a big enough space. I just need to get the edges sticky. So I'm actually gonna do this on the background of this so I don't get my table all sticky. So just need to do the edges and then place this on my window here. So I'm gonna actually put it on there, stick my hand in the back, and then press. So I get a good firm seal. And there's our little skeleton. And then next to each window are these cutie shutters, and I'm just gonna line them up. You could have them go so they're falling off. You could have them, there's all different ways that you can do these. Make them look shabby, like they're falling apart. So you could like break some of them, but I want these to look pretty pristine. I want this to be like a cutesy little house, not a creepy, scary one. So really, truly, when it comes to these little fun houses, you can make them however you want. So look how cute that is. I'm gonna do the other window now. So for these last three windows, we've got two side panel windows which go on either side of the house. You can see they go right on through. And then we have this little circular cortical window. So for the circle window, what I'm gonna do is, again, I'm gonna run these through my Xyron here. So I'm gonna do the circle one with you. Basically, I wanna be able to see 2 of my cute little skeletons because we got other skeletons. This is another pattern paper of mine. This one's got some colored skeletons in it. But the nice thing about it is you can size it up or size it down because I give it to you in a JPEG and PDF. So if you wanna make your skeletons big or you wanna make your skeletons small, you can. Just gotta print off a different set. Then take some good fussy cutting scissors and then just cut around it. Basically, they don't have to be perfect, but I don't wanna see my white paper, so I'm actually gonna do a little undercut the whole way around. You don't have to worry about making a perfect circle. You're just cutting it enough so that you don't see the white paper. So on the back side, it's gonna look pretty wonky. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna do the same thing for these other 2. All right, so I've added in my little circular window and then my 2 little side windows with my little spooky pumpkins on them. Okay, so I also have my little bats, and before I lose them, I am gonna run them through my Xyron, but I'm not gonna add them yet. I'm just gonna put them into my Xyron. So I turn them into stickers and they don't get lost. So I cut out some more elements, fun little spiders, spider webs, ghosts, the front door, which is from the Little Houses kit, but all these other elements actually from my SVGs. So now I'm gonna turn them all into stickers and run them all through my Xyron. So I'm actually gonna start with the front door. So this piece right here is my front door, and I did cut out a little bit of white so I could stick the white back. I'm just gonna pull off my little cobwebs here and then place this little white piece in the back. And because I'm still sticky all the way around, this will fit on my space for my front door wonderfully. So I thought it was kind of fun to have that little extra. And I know it's got a lot of sticky to it, but basically all I'm worried about is the edges. So as long as the edges are stuck down, we are good to go, which ta-da, there it is. Now I wanna add a fun little couple of spooky ghosts. These come from my SVG files that I have. And again, all links for everything I'm using are on my website. So the house itself and all the parts, the doors, the shutters, the roof and everything are all from scrapbook.com. But all the cute little ghosties and the papers and everything are all from my die cuts, including this dotted paper, which I think is fun. All right, and then lastly on the front, I'm gonna add Happy Haunting, and I'm just gonna place this right here. I think it'll look really good right there. So I can't push too hard until I put my back behind it or my hand behind it, and then I can push down, and I just kind of pop that up a little bit. And so that is the front of our house. Look how cute. All right, so we're gonna flip our house. We're gonna add some decorations to the side. And I can't forget, I also have my little bats, but I do wanna add a little spooky spider web. So for this side, I'm gonna add my spooky spider web. And again, I've got little spider webs on here from my Xyron, which is totally fine. I'm just gonna pop this in the corner, nest this as far as in the corner as I can. There it is, I got a little spooky spider web right there. And then gotta add a little spider to go with the spider web. And the spider, because usually spiders are black, I decided to do my spider in silver because I already had all that silver paper on here. And I did my web in the white like normal, and I'm just gonna have it hang right here. And so now I'm gonna add some spooky bats on here. Some really cutie spooky bats, and maybe one little ghostie. One little ghostie's coming by to say hi, just to kind of fill it up. So we got some bats, we got some ghosts, still have some more bats. Maybe I'll add one more little bat. So you gotta think about the numbers. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we're in the right realm of things. I think it looks pretty decent. I could always add one more ghost. I actually can probably do one more ghost on this side, and that might even it up. And I'll stick my little ghost right there. That kind of evens it up a bit. All right, on the back side, we have our big spider web. So we're gonna use our big spider web and our big spider. Careful picking this up. It's got lots of open spaces, so we don't want to tear this. And then just take care of all the little extra bits. Because it's so open, there's little bits of the adhesive that sometimes get caught. Just tuck that web right underneath there. And I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna add my spider to the web and kind of have it going a little bit sideways as well. And then just make sure that it's stuck down. So for the one side that we've already finished, I put my spider web close to the back side. For this one, I'm gonna put it close to the front side, just to get a little bit of a change. So I think that's good. I don't wanna add too much more to that side. I might drop this bat down. If you wanna move anything, you gotta move it pretty quick, just so I don't have too much of a gap. And then I'm just gonna take another quick look and see if there's anything else. I think I wanna add a couple of little bats up here, just so that it looks like all the pieces kind of make sense as you're going around the entire house. So I wasn't too thrilled with the way that my roof was looking after putting all the pieces together, so I actually recut another roof, and I decided to add some embellishments to it. So what I'm gonna do is I am adding all of these beautiful little gray kind of, I call raspberry gems, because it looks like it has little raspberries all over them. I rescored the entire thing because I wasn't happy with the scoring I did for my scallops. So there's nothing to say that you can't alter and amend if you're like, that's not the way it looks. Change it. Nothing says that you have to keep it the way it is. Rip it off, redo it, make it so that you love it. So I'm gonna continue popping these going all the way around, and then we're gonna add this fun little trim because I thought I was like, ooh, we gotta add a little bit more. So I took the same purple paper that I did previously, and I used this really cool scallop punch and just punched some edges. So I'm gonna add a little bit of adhesive on either side of the rooftop. There we go. And I cut them so that it would fit on either side of the scallop. So it's just gonna fit right snug against here, just like that. I don't wanna impede on the bending part on this mechanism, so it's gonna have a little bit of an open space, but it's got this really cool little scallop piece now. It's just a little something at the top of the roof. So there we go, super adorable little house. I absolutely love it. You can find these little house files. This is the tall house, but there's also a small house on the website at scrapbook.com. All the little cut files of the ghosts, the bats, the happy haunting, the paper colors, spiders, spider webs, all that kind of fun stuff. Those are all my cut files, which you can find on my website. This is all part of a scrapbook.com Instagram hop. So the link to my Instagram page is down below, and if you click on that, it's a hop to show you some other amazing ideas using these little houses that scrapbook.com has available in their store for a really inexpensive price. So check those out. Thank you guys for stopping by. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that bell button, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye, everybody.